So, hot lap and setup time yet again here. We're at one of the most unique tracks on the calendar. It's the Monaco Grand Prix, the street circuit. Very difficult, as I'm sure you would be aware if you're now looking for a guide as to what you need to be doing around this track. So let's take a look at the setup first to see what we're going to be running to make sure we get the best lap time around here as possible. So, Circuit de Monaco, load it up, and there you go. Aerodynamics 11.1, so wanting to get that front wing angle all the way up, so to maximise that front end grip, as that's what you need around here. So very tight and twisty circuit. Only sort of two main straights really, and both of them aren't particularly long. So you wanting to look at getting the front end into these tight corners. That's where all the lap time's going to be. Only one on the rear wing, as I found. As long as you can manage the oversteer. So with it being low speed, there's not too much of the back end trying to break away. So you want to set that nice and low to make sure you're still maintaining good top speed and acceleration out of these slow corners. For the transmission, very high on both, 90% for adjustment on throttle and adjustment off throttle. That's basically, like I say, because it's a unique track and that we're looking at it being a very low speed circuit, it's all about the low speed grip, the mechanical grip, and the traction out of the corners. So that's why we're running 90% for both of those. Suspension geometry as normal though, cambers all the way to the left, toes all the way to the right. Again, that's usually for the best stability for the car, so that's why we run that. Suspension 11.1, 11.1, so basically that's going to be, again, it's a low speed nature of the track, so it's all about maximising the traction, the low speed grip, and everything like that. So as we can see here, decreasing the roll stiffness can increase mechanical grip but harm high speed direction changes. That's mainly for the rear anti-roll bar. The front anti-roll bar you want it to keep nice and high. So if you go too much other way, your car's going to feel sluggish through these low speed corners, so it's nice to have a good balance. So 11.1 seems to work nicely there. Tyre pressures, again, full pressure in them, 19 psi in the ballast. We're looking at more towards the front, so with it being again, slow corners that we're looking at. You don't want the back end stepping out under braking and things like that, and then coming around on you mid corner. But again, you don't want it too low that you're going to be, ploughing on into the corner and understeering through the likes of Tabac, for example. So a fairly balanced setting, slightly towards the front to make sure we can get the nose into the corners. But that's for the setup that we're running for Monaco. Let's head out onto the track to see what we can do around this very unique street circuit. So now for the hectic lap itself, around the streets of Monaco. Good exit out of the final corners, you look towards turn 1 now. You're looking for the shadow under the bridge for your braking point, down to third gear and use the curb on the inside and get right up against the wall on the exit for the best run up the hill. Very important to carry good speed up here as you now pop over the crest at the top, down to fourth gear and then grabbing third midway round to make sure you keep left to open up the next right. Just lift on entry and watch the back end on exit. Braking at the third shadow for this right-hander, keeping the nose tucked in as you go down to first gear now for the tightest corner in F1. Looking to grab second gear just on the exit and swing left on exit to open up the right, ideally up on the pathway on the apex, which we've understeered away from, unfortunately. Stay left on the exit to open up this second part and power on early and slide the car out for maximum speed through this tunnel section. Looking for the braking point, which is going to be just after the crest in the track. Second gear, left and then right, straight as possible on the exit for maximum traction as we've been looking to get up into fifth gear full to back. Just a lift on the entry as we missed the apex ever so slightly, looking for a shadow on the track to our left on entry to the chicane as our braking point down to second. Swing the car in power on early as we now run to Rasgas. Straight braking to maximise the braking efficiency, second gear, keep left on exit and turning in just after the break in the wall on the left. Carry good speed, watch the rear end stepping out, stay right on the run to the line for the shortest route. Cross the line now for a 1 minute 12.948. As you can see, we've done quite a number of laps around here, but I was so thirsty to get into the 12s and do it cleanly as well by not taking any of the corner cutting opportunities. But that is a lap and setup for the Monaco street circuit here. I hope you find that useful. Give it a try, let me know how you get on, and I will see you in the next video.